Hey, think we're live now. Hello. How y'all doing tonight? It's fucking December 15th, 2021. I cannot believe it. I am not at all ready for the next year. I don't know what happened to this year. Next year, I can't even get there. Anyway, welcome to the OraCola, y'all. I'm arcieoracola. I'm going to be with you for about another hour doing the oracling on the YouTubes like I do every Wednesday night at 9 Central. Thank you for joining me. If you're joining me live, great. If you're joining me later at some point in the future, also great. Of course, as any good psychic will say, the time when you hear the message is the time when you was meant to hear it. Okay. Hey, Patrick, how's it going? Hope everything is going well with y'all up there. Just finishing up my notes for the evening. All right. Well, I think I'm going to get started. Hey, Goog. I think I'm going to start out with the invocation and the cleansing just to get everything on track here. I think I'm going to start this time with a little bit of UV light cleansing just to make sure we got all them germs, them horrible, nasty Omicronomicon germs out of here. I'm not saying that those germs are here. I'm just saying that, like, germs in general don't stand a chance next to my battery-powered wand. Glad y'all are doing good. All right. We took care of some pathogens there. And, of course, we want to light some sacred wood, make sure the universe feels welcome in our home. And the dinner cooking, you cook broccoli, you want to make sure that smell gets out before the universe shows up. And we're just going to take a deep breath, inhale that incense. Just feel that energy, and then we're going to ring the bell. Make sure we get all the negative vibes out. Concentrate on the sound. Pay attention. This is our special time with the universe. All right. Then what else do we do normally? Oh, yeah. We spray the spray. The Rich Bitch Witch Spray for abundance. Yes, abundance for everyone, but especially for the OraCola. For if you feel moved to offer an offering or a tip or a payment, however you need to categorize it for yourself, then all of those blessings are much appreciated. You can do that on Venmo or PayPal at arcieoracola. That's ARCIECOLA. You can see it in the description as well. Yes, if you feel like you can share your abundance with me, then I'm happy to receive your abundance on behalf of the universe. Thank you. All right. Got that out of the way. Oh yeah, while I'm thinking about it, well, we're gonna do these later, but I'm gonna spray my spray on them just to see if it helps. I did good on the first lottery ticket I did a couple weeks ago. I won my $2 back, but then I got 3 lottery tickets and just lost. So I'm out $3, and hopefully I will make it up tonight. Start putting your good energy that way. All right, Prince. Hey, welcome. You know what? You can go get you some sacred wood. They sell it all over the place. It has become just like a McDonald's. You can go in any old white lady boutique or young white lady boutique or even just any boutique, and or a vintage shop. They're going to have you some sacred wood in there. Probably overpriced, but you know it lasts a long time. Convenience. It's all about convenience when it comes to sacred wood. Don't you know it? Oh my God. Okay. Well, Now that we have all gathered here this evening on the OraCola, who would like to ask the very first question of the evening? Now, remember, we have many oracles to choose from. If you're new or you're watching it later, it's your first time to this rodeo, I will go over them briefly. They're also listed in the description below. We got the old arcieoracola tarot. Hey, Summer. Welcome to the show. And this is going to give you just a general archetype reading on the tarot themes. I made the deck myself, so it's very special. And then we also have, if you're looking for some plant medicine, the essential oil deck. This will give you plant medicine to help you with your problem. Moving on, we got our crystal oracle. This is if you're looking for particular earth energy, particular crystal resonance, jewelry, anything that has to do with rocks or in the earth. This is your oracle right here. And let's see, what else do we have? Oh, we got our favorite Karen, the old magic 8-ball. Yes, she's back for another rodeo here in the OraCola Corral. And she is ready to be mean and buck everybody's question right off and not answer anybody's question in any meaningful way. But, you know, sometimes you just need to hear what Karen has to say. So there's the magic 8-ball. And then the following oracles are slightly more involved, in which you need to give me a number. I think I'm going to work on some kind of random number generator thing that I can show y'all. So I ain't cheating, you know. But yeah, I'm thinking about it. If you got suggestions, put them in the chat. But if you choose the Revelation Oracle, and this is the Revelation in what's that, King James Version? Yes, the only real version of the Bible. So if you would like to do the Revelation Oracle, because we are living in the end times, it seems, then give me a number between 1 and 22, and then I will ask you for another set of numbers. So stick around and type in quick. And then we have probably the most fun oracle. This is the pornacle. So if you're looking for some kind of sexual message, sexual healing, or whatever sexual energy you're trying to invoke to solve your problem, then you can, of course, choose the pornacle. However, you must make sure your question is safe. Otherwise, YouTube will not even show it to me. They will just censor it immediately. So, you know, spell things creatively, put some asterisks in, try to ask it like you was asking your grandma. Just, you know, use your words delicately. If you choose the pornacle, and then you also must give me a number between 1 and 755. Very important. Got to get the right page. Okay. All right. Now that we've gone over all that stuff, Patrick, I'd like a tarot reading for our upcoming trip to North Carolina. Thank you. Well, we're going for pleasure and not necessarily business or family business. I hope it's going to be fun. But let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. North Carolina. I've never been. You know what? I just lost my fucking... This happened last week. This silky stuff does not like to clip in. Okay. It's a little better. North Carolina. I've never been. I hear it's pretty. Random.org is good for random numbers. Yeah, but then I'd have to like use my phone. I guess. I don't know. I'll figure it out. I'm still letting the wheels turn. Let's see. Patrick, North Carolina. Oh, well, it's going to be a transformative trip. That's just what you should expect. Now, it doesn't mean that you need to freak out. Just because the tower showed up doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be a bad trip. It's going to be a transformative trip. There's going to be some changes after this trip. I don't know how. I don't know why. It could be just your tire. But definitely be prepared for any kind of like sudden shift in the ground, if you get my meaning, and then run to safety. But hopefully you'll have fun. Okay. Ooh, Summer. I'd like a tarot for my upcoming... Oh, that was Summer. Well, you have a trip too. What? Are you kidding me? Two people going to South Carolina. Okay. So one of you's going north and the other's going south. Okay. All right. I get it now. This is what happens when I don't actually read. I just glance over and just think I read it. Oh no, Lord, I hope I don't end up on YouTube for some COVID-19 plane related nonsense. Oh man, why are you trying to manifest that? Don't do it. Everything's going to go fine. Just, it's going to go fine. And when it doesn't go fine, you'll be prepared. Right? Yes. Yes, you will. Okay. Summer. South Carolina. Upcoming trip. Oh, the sun. So this is a good omen. It just says that it's going to be a bright trip. You're going to have, a lot of light come into your life. You may have light shined on some things that you didn't expect, or it. But overall, I think the sun tells you that it's going to be a pretty good time. And when it's not a good time, it'll be sunny at some point in the future. So you just have to kind of maintain your sunny disposition and let anything else just kind of roll off. And just make sure you're in the light and you're doing good and you're letting the light shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Remember that song? Be that. Don't hide your light under a bushel. You want to let it shine. Okay. Who else has a question? I'll get a sip. Oh, that was good. Yes, I hope everybody's trips turn out good. I myself are not going nowhere. In fact, I'm going to hibernate for the whole Christmas weekend and it possibly another week after, because I've been working like a temporary job at this Christmas market. I will say this, they don't play Christmas music. They play like the local public radio station, but not the news, like the music channels. I guess they play certain shows during the day that are always on, and then I think they have recordings of some, and then they also have some just random playlists, but it's not Christmas. So at least there's not Christmas music to go with the insane crowds of people. And this is something that I just kind of forgot because I'm a loner and I live alone and I haven't had to deal with Christmas for a while. People still do Christmas. Like they actually buy presents and they wrap them up and they spend their money on people. And it's a very foreign concept thing to me. I mean, I know Christmas is a thing and I do appreciate the holiday in my past, but in my recent time, like last 3-4 years, it's just kind of like another holiday and it doesn't excite me anymore. And I mean, yeah, I guess it's all right, but it's just I don't celebrate it. Basically, I don't put up a tree. I don't send cards. I love to get cards when I get them. There's a few people I know that's just religious card senders, not necessarily religious card, but you know what I mean. Um, they're always real sweet to receive, and I wish I was that motivated, but I'm just not. I don't know. Maybe one day I'll just turn it around and suddenly start liking Christmas again, but it's been a few years for me, and suffice it to say, I'm surprised still to this day that people will spend that kind of money on stuff to give people just because the man told them it was the time to do it. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I'd rather give the presents when I feel like it, not when I'm told to by the man. You need some more of them drink tickets. Okay, I'll get you some drink tickets, Summer. I got a couple more. I've worked a couple more shifts. They give me these drink tickets and I can't even drink on my shift. So what's the point? Like I just get them and I just collect them because usually when I'm out, the bar's closed. So there's no way. No way I'm getting any drinking done. Certainly not the amount of drinking that I could have gotten done if they let me drink on shift. But I suppose we need to be somewhat professional. Oh yeah, I like buying presents for people too, but only when I feel like it. Like I am definitely not opposed to if I see something and I think someone should have it, I'll just get it for them. Especially if it's not too expensive and it's just, if they don't like it, that's fine. They can regift it to somebody else. But usually if I see something and I think, wow, that person that I know would really love that, and I get it for them, and it just makes me feel good, and I don't feel so guilty because I don't get them shit for Christmas. So let's go and get them drink tickets spent. Well, y'all can go. I'm going to be working like pretty much every day till Christmas Eve. So I don't think I'm going to have time. All right, let me catch up on the chat here. All right, y'all just talking about extracting my wealth here from my drink tickets. Let me check and see if there's any Instagram or Facebook questions. We would like to see this. Let's see. On Instagram. Okay. I don't see nothing on Instagram. Let me check the Facebook or the Meta. What is it now? I mean, does he really think that's going to work? Stop trying to make Meta happen, Zucker. It ain't going to happen. You already named it Facebook. Everybody calls it that. It's going to stay Facebook. All right. I don't see any questions on the social medias. So it's up to y'all to keep the show running. We got another about 43 minutes or so to hang out. So yeah, put your questions in the chat, choose your oracle, and we'll see what the universe has to say about it. Yeah, Christmas is, yeah, it's all right. I was definitely more excited about it when I was a little kid and I was getting toys and it was, hyped up to be a thing. But as I got older and I started realizing that people was not going to get me shit unless they felt like they had to, and it was usually shit I didn't want to get anyway, I was like, why am I doing this? And so I prefer to just like give a little money to charity if I got some extra at the end of the year, because then it makes me feel good. I'm giving, but then I don't have to like go shopping, first of all. And then I don't actually have to worry about the person who's receiving it hating on it in secret, because it's the food bank. They always want some money. It's the pet rescue. It's always wanting some money. So yeah, that's my go-to for feeling good, and also like, getting rid of any excess money, because that's what people. I mean, I guess people just have money to spend. I'm just surprised when people have that kind of money to spend, because I would never drop that much money on other people ever. I would only drop it on myself. I'm just being honest. Uh Prance, I have a few dog sitting requests. Will I make money soon? General card. What is general cards? I guess tarot. I'm going to assume it's tarot. Well, hopefully you're not sitting these dogs for free, because I can't imagine that if you're sitting dogs and you're getting paid that you ain't going to make some money. Now, it might not be a lot of money. It may not be the money you hope, but then you just got to rate, charge more, basically. Charge what the market will bear. And if the market bears that you can't charge that much, then revisit. I think that's business 101, right? Okay, let me see. Dogs for Al. Oh, okay. Strength. So, yes, you can make money. You just need to start being really disciplined about like following up on your shit and making your website look appealing so you get more clients, and cultivating the clients that you have, and making sure you're charging enough for your time, and just put a little bit more into it. And it just hold tight. Sometimes it takes time to build up clientele, and it takes years, months, years to get used to certain things. And if it's something you want to pursue on a regular basis, then yeah, put a little bit more into it and see if that reaps you some rewards. But be strong, be disciplined. All right. Get a sip here. Oh, let me see what's brewing in the teapot while y'all think of some of your questions. I'm trying to get through some of this old tea, so let's see what we got here. Oh, this one. This one's so stupid. But you know what? Fuck it. I love it. Competitive cheerleading. In case you were not aware, cheerleading is considered some kind of, I guess, sport or hobby, or I'm not sure what it is. But remember that movie, Bring It On, a few years ago that had, what was it, that chick from the vampire movie, Kirsten Dunst? And she was this white chick, and they was like rivals with the black team across the city. I can't remember all the details, but it was a cheerleading movie, and it was just set in high school. So it was like, okay, that's high school. But there's people that actually do it beyond school or like as an extracurricular thing. So like it's like going to do sports or whatever. Anyway, they do a lot of flips and tumbling and jumping up and splits and like holding their head, their like leg behind their head kind of thing while they're balancing on 5 people. It's impressive to watch, but I'm also a little bit like the music they all use. It's very kinetic. I guess it's a nice way to say that it's very loud, and I don't like it. So I wish they would do like ice skating. They had music that was nice, and they could do like a choreographed routine to that instead of this like oots 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 kind of thing with like all these like weird laser beam sounds and I yelling, and there's not a whole lot of cheering going on. It's mostly just a lot of running around and making like explosive jumps and flips and poses, and then like running around some more, and they might do a little bit of cheerleading, but not really. It's mostly just a weird kind of dance acrobatic thing. Anyway, it's a lot of fun to watch. I recommend it. Again, it's one of those things you can watch with the family. Of course, these are youngsters, and typically they're wearing little short shorts, skirt things. So if you got one of them in your family, maybe not. But and by one of them, I mean one of them older relatives, if you know what I mean. Yeah, maybe not. But if it's just like your regular family, that's totally vanilla and way like easy to put on, and everybody can watch. Everybody can agree that watching people do flips and stuff is impressive. Everybody can agree on that. There's very few people who will not be impressed by that. So it's a good one to go to. All right. Let's see. Looks like we got a question. Patrick, Magic Hate Ball. Will I get a work-related phone call while I'm off? Probably so. Hopefully not. You don't have to answer the phone. That would be my thing. I would just be like, sorry, we didn't have good service. Okay. Oh, it says Outlook not so good. Uh-oh. Are we going to leave this one up, Karen? Oh yeah, she means this. So maybe I would just lose your phone for a week or however long you're going to be gone. I think that's the answer. Oh my God. Okay, we got a pornicle. We're having trouble finalizing our holiday cards. Any suggestions? It's a little too late for your holiday card unless you plan to deliver all of them personally. Because the post office, you should have sent that shit back in November if you wanted them to deliver it. 780. Oh, we only go up to 755, you know. We don't have a 780. You're going to have to pick one lower. Or I'll just open it. But yeah, not 780. 755 is the last number. What do you want, Goog? What do you want? 680. Okay. 680. What kind of sex is in 680? Oh, okay. So this is just some like roaring 20s illustration porn here. And it looks like a lady is just lounging with her pee-pee hanging out there. And there's a gentleman who's peeking over to see what she's got going on. I like that she's got a full bush. So maybe your cards should have full bushes on them. And if you don't want like lady bush, you could just get full tree bushes. But yeah, I think your cards need more bush. That is the answer. Everybody can agree that more bush is good. Except, I mean, yeah, even your bush trimmer is going to agree because it keeps him in a job or her in a job or them in a job, whatever. Oh, God. Okay. Well, hopefully I will see a picture on your social of your holiday card to see how it turned out. Would like to judge the bushiness of it. Oh my gosh. All right. Who else has a question? My husband says he likes that pic. You know what? I just gave away a cigarette holder as part of my, no, not a cigarette holder. It was a cigarette case. But yes, I've always wanted to have a very nice cigarette holder. Cedar. Just because I think they look fun. And you know, if you're actually smoking anything, it gets that stink all over your fingers. And I think the cigarette holder keeps you away from the smelly end of the burning thing. You know what I mean? So I agree. I like it. Plus, you can have your gloves on. It's just like it's made for punctuating your speech. It's like a drink that doesn't spill. I mean, the worst case is that you'll ash everywhere. But I mean, if you're vigorously shaking your hand and someone's next to you, they better just fucking watch out because you've got a live one on the end of there. Thank you, Goog. I need to be blessed. Oh my gosh. Who else has a question? We got 31 more minutes left in the show this evening. It's been a little bit. Today, I want to say this. Today has been kind of gloomy. And I know anybody, like some of y'all ain't in Austin, so you don't have no clue what I'm talking about. But today was just like such a gloomy day. And it wasn't cold. It was actually kind of hot and muggy. And it was like cloudy and a little bit drizzly in the morning. And it was just, I don't know. It just was just kind of a gray day. And I had errands to run, so I couldn't just mope around the house. And I thought after I got out and started doing things, I'd feel better, but I didn't. And you know what? It's okay. Sometimes it's just one of them meh days, and I was having a meh day. So yeah, it's good to be here with y'all because it perks me up. Oh, we got one. Hey, Paul, is Amazon going to go down again while I'm on vacation? Well, hopefully not if you got packages coming. But I don't order from Amazon very much, and I don't subscribe to their video service. So it doesn't really make much difference to me. But this is what Karen says, without a doubt. So maybe there's an outage in the future. Or maybe it's just an outage that has something to do with you, like that affects you. Because think about it. Like any kind of disaster can happen. There was the horrible tornadoes that broke out a few days ago. And remember there was one that was in like a FedEx, was it FedEx or Amazon, the Amazon warehouse? I can't remember. Some kind of sweatshop warehouse thing. And people died. And so many people are going to be pissed off that they did not get their Christmas gift, their package, their whatever they ordered in time for Christmas because a fucking tornado went through the goddamn whatever. So, yeah, people are just so selfish. We use their web services at work, and they've had 2 major outages in the past couple of weeks. Well, I mean, they did prep us in the news recently on the mainstream news talking about how we was vulnerable to some kind of hacking. Like there was some major flaw that they found in the software that was available everywhere. And they're really trying to like fix it on the down low without saying exactly what it is. But yeah, so they released that news, and I feel like it might be a preemptive strike. So if any bullshit happens, they've got a ready excuse to go with. But they've been telling us to prepare for cyber attacks. So I'm just, when the man starts saying shit over and over and over again, and it's like he's probably trying to tell you something because he's doing it. He's doing it. And he's telling you because, like I said, they have that pact with whatever, the universe. They got to say it first before they do it. So probably, but hopefully it's not going to be a headache on your end. Okay. Will the presents we got our nephews get them in immediate trouble? I like getting presents for little kids that will be dangerous or annoy their parents or be messy. That has always been a very fun thing. Like if I got to buy a present for a child, you better believe Aunt Arcie's going to be the one that buys the thing that you fucking hate. Yes. Oh, okay. It is decidedly so. It is decidedly so. I don't know if it'll show. That was the answer. So yes, I would say be good uncles and just be prepared for the yelling and the troublemaking and the parents getting on to them and the frustration and the discipline and the whatever. Be prepared, and then you can like work it in your favor by being that sweet uncle that they can like hug on and you can pet on them, and you can conspire together to like sneak cookies or something. And yeah, this is a bonding time for you, so enjoy it. They only stay little for so long. uh oh yeah, it's true. Oh yeah, so that's gonna be a blast. That is gonna be so much fucking fun. And you know what? If you just pay for anything that gets broken in the house, it'll probably just smooth itself right over. As long as nobody shoots their eye out, you're gonna be okay. Oh yeah, I know. Anyway, software breaches and glitches and hackers. Oh my! Oh my gosh. Well, shall I go over some astrology while we're waiting on y'all to think of some more questions? So, we're coming up on the end of the year. There's some intense stuff happening in the astrology. This week, on Saturday, we got the full moon in Gemini. It is directly opposite the galactic center, 27 Sagittarius. So, yeah, it's going to be one of those full moons that you'll notice. And hopefully everything will be fine on your end of wherever you are, but just be aware. Just keep your wits about you on Saturday into Sunday. Another reason you'll want to do that is Venus is going to go retrograde on Sunday, and she's in Capricorn right now. Remember, she just had her conjunction with Pluto, which is a bunch of underworld stuff happening. And then she's like moving ahead, and then she's like, whoa, 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 I left my keys. And so she's got to go back to Pluto's house and pick up the keys. So we're going to be going over some territory back and forth over the next few weeks. So pay attention, especially in areas of love, money, your wealth, all of that, your investments, all that stuff. And then let's see. Chiron on the same day is going to go direct. Now, Chiron's one of them asteroids that a lot of astrologers like to use. Chiron, as you know, is the wounded healer. He's the centaur. I think he was a centaur in the mythology, and he could heal everybody but himself, basically. So he was one of them catch-22 situations. So anywhere Chiron is hanging out in your chart is going to have to do with like healing wounds and facing your wounds and all that stuff. So he's been going backwards. He's been in Aries for a while. He's got a very long transit. Going backwards and now moving forwards again. So if you feel anything emotionally coming up around hurt or wounding, sit with it for a minute and just try to figure it out, because that energy is shifted. What else? Let's see. Got over that. Oh yeah, so a couple days ago on Monday, Mercury and Mars both switched signs. So Mercury moved into Capricorn, had been in Sagittarius, and then Mars moved from Scorpio into Sagittarius. And so both of those planets changing signs on the same day is going to give you a shift in energy when it comes to those signs. So where we had Mercury in Sagittarius before, now we're going to have Mars. So all of the parts of Mercury that is Sagittarian in nature, such as the communications and the wanderlust and the seeking the truth and, seeing the big picture and all of that stuff, is all going to get like focused on the self with Mars going through there. So if you get wanderlust, if you want to travel, I see lots of folks traveling, this is the time for that to like have Mars on your side, especially in Sag. But what else? I think Mercury moving into Capricorn is going to be very interesting, because remember, Venus and Pluto are there. They're at the end, but Mercury's like moving fast. So coming on up in their party, basically. Mercury might be a little bit more serious in Capricorn than Mercury was in Sagittarius. So I would just say if people come across to you, or if you come across to other people and it's misinterpreted as being maybe harsh or just like not sensitive or just kind of like tone deaf, just like acknowledge it, apologize, and move on, because everybody's going to be in that place where they might say something that they regret later, but it's not so bad. It's more of a faux pas kind of thing. So that's kind of the energy. I mean, there's good things about Capricorn. You might have a lot of like, you might have a whole lot of will to get shit done, basically, especially when it comes to communication things. You might want to like, get to the bottom of some things. It might even just be changing your cell phone. There's a lot of ways you can get that Mercury communication kind of thing into Capricorn, which is very serious and very much about dotting them I's and crossing them T's. So there's your astrology. I'm sure lots of people will explain it a whole lot better than me, but all you got's arcieoracola right now. So wow, wow, wow. Okay. What does the tarot have to say about the cube hut the Chinese found on the dark side of the moon? Okay. I have not investigated this, so I don't know what particular conspiracy this is referencing. I think I've heard about the Chinese discovering shit on the other side of the moon before, but I don't think I watched the episode or listened to the podcast. There's just so much to keep up with. It's just hard. I don't have a lot of, I only have so much time in the day to keep up with moon conspiracy. All right, let's see. Let's see what the tarot has to say. Oh, what's on the dark side of the moon? Ooh, the Wheel of Fortune. So whatever's over there is going to change shit. It's going to be about changing. We're going to have a shift in perspective once all that info comes out. Whether or not it's real or not, even if it comes out that it was fake and it was spread as a rumor to like be a psyop, that's still revelatory information. So yeah, it's going to be something that will change humanity, but we've been going through a whole lot of changes. And yeah, I don't feel like at this point people will be very surprised. You could throw pretty much anything at them and they'll be like, okay. Okay. I'm a big fan of the theory that the moon is an artificial satellite. And I like to imagine, because the moon is the way it is and how it never rotates and it's always got that one side facing and it's just so long, like it behaves differently than every other planetary satellite that we have studied, as far as I can tell. So I think it would be fun to imagine that the moon is actually like an artificial structure and it's just kind of gone to hell, and it's just kind of the remnants of it, and it's got like, you know, barnacles growing on it, so all these rocks and shit from years, but like really underneath there is some technological wonder, and that's where the aliens at some point in the past was like had a command center, or they was doing some studying. I don't know. Your mind can go wild with it, but that's my favorite moon conspiracy, and I hope one day we'll get some answers. But I ain't too hung up on it. The moon. What a weird thing, the moon. I just imagine, like, if I was on another planet that had a bunch of satellite, what would that look like? Because, you know, they're much closer than the stars, so they wouldn't all necessarily be as big as our moon, but you definitely see them. And I don't know, be interesting. I bet somebody has simulated it on a computer, and there's some like animation you can watch, and I'll look for that when I go digging on YouTube. Who else has a question? If no one has a question, then I'm going to pull an essential oil card and a crystal card, since nobody has picked them yet. And we're just going to see what the universe wants us to think about right now. So let's pull an essential oil card. This one. Rosemary enhances memory and confidence. So yeah, you'll need you some rosemary when you go out into all them parties. And also, it smells real good. It's very bright and very refreshing, kind of like clean, herby smell. And it grows everywhere. So even if you don't actually have any, you can just go and like steal some from a neighbor. I'm a big advocate of sharing rosemary. If you got a rosemary bush in your yard and someone comes along with some clippers and takes some, I don't think you should say shit about it, because rosemary is for sharing. Not just sharing, but sharing. Yeah. Anyway, there's rosemary everywhere, and it smells good. You can put a sprig of it on your boutonniere, make a little boutonniere sprig. You can roast some food with it, potatoes, chicken. There's all kind of uses for the rosemary. You could use it in a cocktail. Anyway, rosemary, there's your essential oil plant medicine for the week. And then let's get a crystal. Let's get a crystal. These cards are big, like fatter. They're different. The other ones are real long. These are like real fat. Okay. Ooh, I think we got this one last week. Golden Healer Quartz. I'm pretty sure we got this one last week. So this is still the energy that the universe wants us to think about. I might need to go pick me some up. Anyway, if you got any kind of golden, yellow, honey-colored quartz, even some citrine, if it's authentic, then yes, have that energy around you. This warm glow. Think of it like a fire, like a campfire or a fireplace fire. You just want that warmth and that energy. Open the door. Golden Healer Quartz. Huh. I wonder if there's a description in the book. Let me see. Let's see. This is alphabetical. J. E. No. Golden Healer Quartz. Take it easy. You're ready to begin the process towards some form of healing. Think about an aspect of your life that is calling for your attention. Unlock the door in your subconscious mind so you can remember and overcome any experiences or feelings you may have blocked out. Allow yourself to acknowledge these emotions and then let your healing journey begin. Well, Chiron is going direct, so it's good time. Remember to take it slow and easy as you uncover the parts of yourself that need healing, as you embrace a better, stronger you on the other side of the door. Remember, we got that strength card. Let's see. I begin my healing journey is the mantra. So, all right. That was informative. I should read that stuff. Hey, Will, how are you? Welcome to the show. Glad you could make it. All right, looks like we got a pornicle question up here. Goog, 331. Tips for hosting a successful poker party, please. What should be on the menu at the poker party? 331. All right. And okay, that's cool. So you need to have a show. You need to have a show with Bush showing. Remember, Bush has been your pornicle for the last two here. So Bush is very important. It needs to be a spectacle, some kind of voyeuristic thing. So I don't know. I don't know how you want to bring that into your poker chips. Maybe you just like get the cards with the naked ladies on them or the naked men or whatever, and you could just have that as a fun novelty. But yeah, it should be some kind of Bush show. Who else has a question? Shall I have more tea? Shall we have tea while you're thinking of your question? Let's see. What should I shoot the shit about, universe? Oh, okay. So this is a fun one. This is a guilty pleasure, just like the cheerleading. So here's something that y'all don't know, but I'm about to tell you. When I'm getting ready to do the OraCola, I have my routine where I set up my studio, my lights, all the usual stuff. And then I have to get ready. So I put on pretty much every time for the last 3-4 months at least the Dr. Drew After Dark podcast. And I listen to it while I'm getting ready because it's about an hour long. It's very general. There's not too many ads in it. And it's just funny to me because I think about Dr. Drew and I think, okay, this person has been a media personality for decades at this point, yet still claims to be a practicing physician and talks about having patients. And I don't see how, because he is everywhere all the time doing shit. Like, that motherfucker has got like 5 shows and podcasts, and he's like jetting all over to different things. And yeah, when does he see patients, and how many patients does he see? I'm sorry, it's hard for me to believe it. If he is, well, sure, why not? But also, wouldn't that be fucking weird to have Dr. Drew as your doctor? Like, and you weren't a celebrity? Wouldn't that be fucked up? That would be so strange. And like, I would just be resentful if I couldn't get appointments for 6 weeks and all I saw was that motherfucker flying around doing all kind of shit and doing the Masked Singer and whatnot. Yeah, but I do enjoy listening to his podcast while I'm getting ready because I know it's an hour long, maybe a few minutes more. So it gives me a timer. So I know by the time they get to the second like commercial break where they read the ads, that I've got like a maybe 15 minutes or so before I need to get my shit ready and get ready to do the show. So it's just a good timer. I don't like having a clock in front of me, and I can kind of listen to it in the background, and it's very non-offensive. I mean, people still like do sex questions like Loveline and all that, but also they look at TikToks and it's just him and his booth people shooting the shit. And I've been there and done that, so I know how that can be very fruitful and fun if you've got a fun group of people. I'm just saying, I find it hard to believe that Dr. Drew is actually still doctoring. That's all I'm saying. Okay. What else do we got here? Did anybody have a question? We have 8 minutes left in the show. And I have time to do another question or two if somebody is brave enough to slap one down. And if you don't have a question, that's okay. I'll just ramble on for another 7 minutes. Maybe not like anything you want to hear, but I will do it. Let me see if we can do an oracle from the Book of Revelation real fast. And I'll just do a simple kind of like flip to a page and then do my finger. So hold on. Get the revelation here in my. Okay. So here we go. Book of Revelation. And we're going to go to this page here. Oh, that's the end page. Okay. And then we're going to go to this verse here. All right. So this is chapter 22, verse 19. And if any man shall take away from the words of the book of this prophecy, God shall take away his part out of the book of life and out of the holy city and from the things which are written in this book. Okay. So yeah, basically, don't doubt the book of Revelation or God's going to smite you. Oh, hey, Jennifer. Welcome to the show. What kind of job? Page 231. Groined. Is that the pornicle? I guess it is. I'm going to look. Page 231 in the pornicle. Remember, you have to make sure your questions are very vague and do not use any dirty words. Let's see, 232. Okay, so you need to get a different kind of job. One where you're not only taking it, but you're giving it. And I don't know if this is going to be a pleasurable thing or you're just doing it to get by, but yeah, it looks like you're going to have to take it and give it at the same time if you get a new job. And maybe it's the same job that you had, same kind of thing. But here's the interesting thing. It's like, even though obviously some office work is still going on, there's a book across the back there. There's also a lot of fun going on. So they're having a good time while they're getting their work done. So they're multitasking. And, that's all we can ask from our coworkers is that, if they can multitask well. And it looks like they're using some, menstrual blood for the writing. What's going on over here? There's a lot of messages in this. Anyway, there's your answer, Jennifer. Let's see. Hey, Carol Jean, welcome. A little bit late to the party, but we don't mind. We'll still welcome you in. Oh, yes. That was a good pornicle. We've had a couple previous pornicles, but that one was probably the most involved. That one was pretty good. Okay. Does any of our, thank you, good to see you too. If anybody has a question, any of the newbies, I can knock one out real fast before I get to my closing activity. If you got a question, just plop it right in there. And I'd like to take this moment to remind anybody watching that you're welcome, Jennifer. If you would like to participate in this miracle called the OraCola in a financial way, you may send your offerings and donations to me on PayPal or on Venmo. It's arcieocola, ARCIECOLA. Another way that you can help that does not hurt your pocketbook in any way is to subscribe to my channel if you have not done so. Channel arcieocola, subscribe, and then you can also like this video. You can like all the past videos. You can leave comments on the videos. Those are also very helpful. And you can rewatch them later so you can play them, get the views up. You can also send them to people. Yes. If you got a reading and you enjoyed it, send it to your friend. We can tell them the timestamp so they don't have to watch the whole damn thing. Anything to get the views up is helpful, and it doesn't cost you a penny. So there you go. 2 ways to help. Oh, hey, Paul. She's gotten a workout tonight. Carol Jean, will Violet be happy at my house while they are gone? I'm assuming that's a dog or a cat, maybe a child. Oh, it is decidedly so. So, yes, it'll be fun. Be fun grandma time. It didn't show up, but it said it is decidedly so. So this is a good time to spoil the grand dog, feed them all the things you shouldn't, and everything bad, and get on the couch, all that shit. Yes, all that shit. Like I was saying with the kids earlier, this is kind of the same thing, but with an animal. So you probably won't get thrown in jail if it dies. She ate a packing peanut today. Well, hopefully it was one of them corn chip kind. Those are basically like pirate's booty without the cheese sauce on it. All right. So remember I said last week I had lottery tickets, but we didn't actually get to the lottery tickets. Well, this time I'm going to do my lottery tickets. So send me your good juju. All right. What do we do here? Match any of your numbers to the winning number, win the prize. Reveal a 2 times symbol and win double the prize. Okay, pretty straightforward. So my winning number is 12 on this ticket. And so far, no luck. Nope, not a winner. Did not win anything. Boo. Okay, one more. So, winning number is Sweet 16. Hi. And survey says, yay, we won $1. So I'm only down $4 now. There we go. Proof that if you pray hard enough, you might win your money back. Yep, I'm going to start spraying my Witch Bitch Rich spray on all of the lottery tickets now. So, okay, so I've got $1. I won $1, so that was worth it, I guess. Anyway, y'all, it has been a wonderful time to hang out with y'all this evening. And even though we had a few late comers, it's okay. You can rewatch the show. You can watch the past shows like I just explained. You can also join me here next week, 9 p.m. Central Time, Wednesday, youtube.com/channel arcieoracola. I will be back with you to do another hour of oracles and truth telling and tea sipping and all the things I like to do with y'all on Wednesday night. So y'all have a good week. I will see y'all later. Bye.